So in today's video, guys, we're going to go over the reasons why Infinity Ward will not be dropped to the studio, even though producing 2 bad games within the past 3 years of Call of Duty in general. So basically, Call of Duty will not Activision will not drop Infinity Ward at all from the life cycle of Call of Duty developers. It's because Infinity Ward was the original maker of Call of Duty. The first, I think, first two Call of Duties were originally made by Infinity Ward. So having Activision drop Infinity Ward would be potentially a really bad decision on the behalf of making money for Call of Duty, because Infinity Ward was one of the very first developers. Having dropping the original studio that first made the very first Call of Duty would be a bad decision, because it's getting rid of the original and probably lose a lot of their fan base, because a lot of people still like Infinity Ward today, even though they made 2 bad games. Well, one being a really bad game that the community really like, and a game that people partially like, Infinite Warfare. It's a completely bad idea for a game, but in my personal opinion, but people like Optix Games, they really enjoy the game, and yeah, that's what they're basically going for that. But having that original studio drop is a really bad decision, with coming from the fans who have been there since the beginning of Call of Duty, and always have been always are fans of the original developers of Call of Duty, aka Infinity Ward. But on the other hand, Infinity Ward could potentially be dropped as a main studio on its own. It could potentially become a co-op studio with Ravensoft. It's basically Ravensoft are the people who made the remaster of Call of Duty 4 remastered, and they did a hell of a good job of Call of Duty 4 remastered, because Call of Duty 4 is probably really similar to how it was back in the day. Everything feels exactly the same it was back in the day, but now it's just they've added just a couple more things like camos and extra game modes for multiplayer. It's a really good studio, and they're keeping on top of everything by putting patches out, fixing glitches, and even banning people for the boosting, but only for those who do it so much it's utterly game breaking. So you wonder what I mean by a co-op studio? Is basically the people from Infinity Ward and the people from Ravensoft Software join studios and become one main studio. They're probably renamed it after both the companies, and basically both companies will both work on a Call of Duty together, and potentially make Infinity Ward's reputation go up within the community after the incident with Call of Duty Ghosts that went downhill very fast, and the mixed reviews from Infinite Warfare. In my own personal opinion, I think Activision should do this and make Infinity Ward and Raven Software both combined studios, because I think it would be better, because having 2 studios work on one project would be great, because every year we get 3 studios work on 3 different projects, and for once I want to dip the fourth studio, Raven Software, the backup studio, to actually work on a Call of Duty, and to be helped. They've basically only helped within missions and little multiplayer things, and it would work so well if they could be allowed to help within a full-fledged Call of Duty game. They have input on everything, but I'd make sure that everything that is said by Ravensoft would be looked over by Infinity Ward as well, because knowing them being the original owners of Call of Duty, it would be the best idea for a Call of Duty title, for having both of them work on it. A good thing that would come out of this is because Raven Software listens to the community on what they want in the game. Kill Confirm was a very requested game mode to be put in Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and Raven Software put it into the game as a game mode, because Kill Confirm wasn't brought into Modern Warfare 3, and this would be really good for an independent Call of Duty title made by Ravensoft plus Infinity Ward, because Ravensoft would make sure they get all the feedback to the community, and they tell Infinity Ward about this, and then Infinity Ward puts this into the game. It would be an amazing idea to put into a Call of Duty, in my personal opinion. So I hope you guys really enjoy this, of the reasons why I think Infinity Ward will not get dropped as a community, well, not as a community, as a developer within Call of Duty in general. And Activision will not drop them because it's way too much money. So if you like, subscribe, do that good stuff, and I will see you guys in another video in the near future.
Said I walk beside the still waters, and they restore my soul, but I can't walk on the path of the right because I'm wrong.